Billin of Town Murph.
Top Billin.
Yo, seeing my man Saquon Barkley walk in the Eagles camp is surreal. I know we had OTAs, I get that, but something about training camp, man, it just cements it all. But before we talk about that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're liking the content, and of course, make sure you're sharing the content on message boards and social media in the whole nine, because you know how we get down over here at Top Billin, baby. It's 2024 and Saquon Barkley is in an Eagles uniform. Say it again. But now that that's over, my mind immediately began to wonder how my man Kellen Moore would utilize Saquon Barkley's skill set, because we know that man to be the ultimate outside-in running back. I say that because he's extremely impactful running to the outside despite being north of 230 pounds. He has extreme wiggle, right? No diddy. And my man, of course, can hit the home run between the pipes. He will undoubtedly make his mark, whether it be with inside zone, gap schemes, and all that. But getting him to the perimeter, yeah, buddy. And check this out. We get the bones of an option, almost like a freeze option. You can see, actually, I'll run it full speed for you first. You see right there, you see the freeze portion of that, right? Not like you would normally see, where you literally sit there and freeze, right? The bones of that, right, or the concept behind that is to just have them wait 1 split second while you get your guy to the perimeter, or 1 split second while your quarterback is able to influence them as well. So if we see right here, what's the first initial thing going on right there? It's almost just like, if you're not paying attention, you don't have good eye discipline, it looks like it's an inside handoff, right? You start shooting down, screaming down the A gap or B gap like that, you're not moving to the perimeter, obviously, right? If you take a step forward, you're not taking a step laterally. So that first step right there, that could be the doozy, right? Especially if you are able to be drawn into Jalen Hurts, who is definitely a threat to run. We know that for sure. He's going to be healthy this year. All that consternation and talking shit about Jalen Hurts ain't going to fly either, right? I ain't got time for all that bullshit, right? It's like people have selective memory. Everybody's on Jalen Hurts nuts the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. Now we back on that bullshit again, right? But he's going to correct it, and Kellen Moore's going to have it all corrected, and you guys going to be back on his nuts again. But look at that right there. Bang. 2 phenomenal athletes, right? Or at least 1 phenomenal athlete and 1 very good athlete in Jalen Hurts. Working in tandem right there, and that's moving to the right side right there. So I want you as a defender, right, to really focus on that. Where's the build from this, right? Check 1, not there, right? Now you've gone down the line right here. Now you have to try to reverse course, get to the perimeter. I might be on your cornerback, right? Or your safety might have to come run down the alley. You don't want that, right? Not against Saquon Barkley. First and foremost, he could possibly run you over. Not really his deal there, right? He's a natural hurdler. And but of course, right, he can absolutely detach your tendons from your ankle, right? Pull all your tendons up out of there, right? Turn you into an organ donor. Right? You donating Achilles tendons to people and shit like that. What are we doing here? Check it out from this angle. Same deal right here. Right, working both sides of that there, and you can see what that could potentially be. We don't get to see the action though from Jalen Hurts from this way, but we saw it on the other one right there. Being able to pitch that bad boy with your weak hand though, that's always a doozy right there. Got to be ambidextrous in these, right? You got to be able to get your John Stockton on, or somebody like that, right, who was able to pass with both hands equally as well there. But man, just thinking about him being able to get to the perimeter, obviously with the type of perimeter blocking that he will have as well, got to make sure whomever's out there, when you're running this particular play, you have your personnel on deck correctly, right? Somebody who can definitely stalk block, somebody who can get hands on man in a blocking situation there, just so you could get this man to that third level and have him going against cornerbacks right there, man. But he looks good out there, man. Doesn't look at all uncomfortable. Man, like I said before, it's surreal to see him in an Eagles uniform there, but it looks like it definitely fits, man. He's going to be extremely motivated. Jalen Hurts going to be extremely motivated. Coach Sirianni, extremely motivated. You got to think there's a lot of people on this team who are going to be extremely motivated by what happened last year, and they have the perfect weapon right there. I was hoping they would come with someone behind him who could be a dedicated inside threat, somebody who can really get it cracking between the tackles there. We'll see about that. You got to keep this guy healthy. Let's be real about the situation here. He has not been able to really stay healthy in his career, and he's definitely a valuable piece that you would want to have that. So getting him out on the perimeter where he can protect himself a little bit more, take less flush on hits, will definitely be worth his weight in gold. A little bonus action. I don't think it'll ever happen because my man Jalen Hurts is worth way too much these days. Back in the day, though, with my man, the Samoan sniper, Tua Tagovailoa, you see Jalen Hurts running some of this, right? You can consider this an option. It could have been a different mode of operation here, right, from Tua Tagovailoa, but you get essentially a sweep from Jalen coming out of the tight slot here. Check this out right here. Hands that bad boy off, but you can see, right, that lets you know how great of an athlete that Jalen Hurts is, or just how much of a great football player he is, that you can do different stuff like that with them. 2 quarterbacks in the game at the same time, and you see it right here. Obviously, Tua, if he was a better athlete, right, even right here, he probably could have put the ball in the belly of the beast, took it back out, and went straight up the field, right, got vert on him, got himself a pretty decent gainer, but that's something that you could possibly do with a Saquon and a Jalen Hurts just to throw people off, right? All hands on deck on this particular season. You got to get Jalen Hurts back healthy 100% so he can show off those gifts that he has with his leg. The run game is going to have to be in vogue. You're not going to sit up there and pass the ball all year and think that you're going to win a Super Bowl like that. I tried to tell people before, I got to have a little bit more balance, if anything, maybe trending towards being more of a physical outfit. I just don't think that's Jalen Hurts' game. Not to say that he can't do it, but he's definitely one of these guys that's going to work a lot better when we're talking about having play action be the MO there. So having that run game be as impactful as it should be. So we'll see how it shakes out. But I have much more, man. Getting back into the swing of things with camp on the way. Let me know what you think about that option play, though, and what that can do to a defender if you've ever been in that particular position, which I have, of course, playing the great sport of football. All right. With that being said, big salute to everybody out there. It's your boy Jersey Murph, as always, tapping in. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.